People from a town in central Kenya, where the US reportedly wants to set up an Ebola quarantine facility for its citizens, have strongly criticized the plan. They fear it will expose them to the virus, and that However, there has been rising nationwide anger in recent days. People in the central Kenyan town expressing annoyance over the plan for that US-funded Ebola quarantine center to be opened at a nearby airbase, reportedly.
I think opening an Ebola facility in Kenya, it's not a good idea because it's a very dangerous disease. And I think it should be just in America because they have all the facilities to take care of that.
Ebola is a very deadly disease. I think US is more capable of in terms of medical cares. So I think the US are supposed to take care of their citizens back in the US, but not in Kenya or any other part of Africa.
In fact, the center is said to be used to quarantine US and Kenyan citizens reportedly arriving from the country which is battling a deadly Ebola outbreak, neighboring country. As of the 4th of June, remember, Congo Health Ministry reported 381 confirmed cases, 63 deaths, while 7 people have recovered from the disease. In Uganda, 16 cases confirmed cases have been reported, 1 death, 4 people have recovered reportedly. Meanwhile, the Kenyan president saying establishing the quarantine facility is the right thing to do.
One of the facilities that has now raised a bit of controversy is the facility we agreed to set up in conjunction with the Americans in one of our military air bases. And why have we done that? We have a huge American military contingent in Kenya, number one. Number two, we have set up the 23 other isolation places in Kenya with the support of friends, among them the Americans, our own resources, but also with the support of Americans. So the debate here is not about whether to set it up or not. The debate is, are we doing the right thing? Are we not? And I can tell you without fear of any contradiction, and I can look at everybody in the eye, Kenyan, including yourself, and tell you we are doing the right thing.
Satellite imagery, according to Reuters, showing the US government is moving ahead rapidly with setting up an Ebola quarantine facility despite the protest and the Kenyan court order blocking it, reportedly. Since the May 27th, a block of land totaling around 0.046 square kilometers or 11 acres within the Laikipia Air Base was cleared, according to satellite imagery seen by Reuters. And by the 4th of June, a collection of connected white tents had been set up in the middle of the clearing, reportedly, where the tarmac appears to have been laid. And there are further structures, earth-moving equipment, other vehicles also visible in the cleared section, which lies to the east of the runway, reportedly. The plan has triggered criticism that the US, according to the locals, is offloading the risk of caring for its own patients. At least 2 people were killed earlier this week in protests in that area. A Kenyan court first ordered work on the Ebola facility to be suspended on the 28th of May. The US Embassy in Nairobi has said it is working with the Kenyan government to resolve any objections.